Hello. Today's subject, Psycho and Halloween. Psycho and Halloween are two slasher films 20 years apart. Today we're going to be covering how are they different and how are they similar and what aspects of the film made them good. Psycho is a movie made in the 1960s and slasher film about a woman who runs off with a bunch of money, ends up at a bed and breakfast place and ends up getting murdered by this mentally unstable man who runs it. And then Halloween is a famous slasher about about Michael Myers, a mental institution patient who escapes and starts terrorizing some babysitters. First off, are these movies good? Kind of. Psycho is better than Halloween in my book, but they're still really good films. More iconic character from Halloween, of course. And I think for the times they were okay at least. They were they're very classical, or they're classics to be exact. Something you can go back to and watch again and you'll still enjoy it. With both movies, they have their respective strengths of film techniques, and I feel more submerged with Halloween and a little bit more disturbed with Psycho. The music of both films are very iconic. Psycho, everyone, I'm pretty sure, has heard the classic shower scene music, the very intense violins and such. And Halloween, the repeated melody over and over again, but different. It's very memorable. But the way that those musics and the music is used in the film definitely brings out extra feelings to the viewer and causes some effects. Psycho is to bring the music in that was to bring more fear to the viewers so they can get a similar experience to the characters in the movie. While in Halloween, the music was used to prepare for a scare or to be used in a chase scene where Laurie is running from Michael Myers or Michael is causing havoc around the town. An example of how the music in Psycho plays a part to how the viewer reacts is when Marion is trying to get away with the $40,000 in her car, and the track is playing to simulate a similar feeling that Marion has in that moment upon the viewer. And in other scenes of the film, when there is a jump scare, that's supposed to simulate the fear towards the viewer as well. Then the music in Halloween is supposed to either indicate when Michael Myers is chasing someone or he is doing something, and is supposed to set the mood for the people, for the viewers. In both Psycho and Halloween, there is a final girl, Lila and Laurie. Lila from Psycho and Laurie from Halloween. They have many differences and some similarities. Lila from Psycho is a fully grown woman and is sister of Marie. Marion. And Lori is a teenage high school student who is babysitting. Another difference is they interact with their assailant. Lila from Psycho has a brief interaction with Norman Bates dressed up as his mother in the cellar, and it is a short, scary, and quickly resolved conflict. While on Halloween, Laurie and Michael Myers have a 15-minute struggle where Michael Myers is terrorizing Laurie with the corpses of her friends and is chasing her down to her house, seemingly appearing in. And there is some stupid moments, like letting Michael get back to his knife several times and not actually trying to put him down. But some similarities is how they're both portrayed as weak and that they can't really fight for themselves. Laurie does try to fight back a little bit and ends up knocking out Michael, but besides that, there is not many other similarities between the two. There is another similarity is that they try to investigate, and investigation gets them or gets trouble brought upon them, and then they have their incident with their assailant. Next part is cinematic techniques used in each film. Both of them have very unique techniques that give them some scary edge. In Halloween, the camera movement, how it is almost seeming like you are there in person, like it is your vision, definitely is one of the greatest strengths for Halloween in its cinematic techniques. And the fact that they're able to keep long shots, almost like you are there, definitely helps immersion with the viewer and can bring along some fright and make it seem genuine. Psycho uses camera angles and cuts in the moment where Norman Bates is getting interrogated by the investigator about where Marion went. It is a unique camera angle from the side and below on Norman Bates to see him looking over at the name and the picture. And then there's also lighting. In Psycho, lighting, it seems to be either high or low, and it seems to fit the mood and definitely add some effect to the scene. While with Halloween, it seems to be a lot more based on the actual keeping in a whole shot and how it pans. It's very almost like it's in person like, and then is also the perfect cut to where it is either used as a long shot or a close shot, where it's showing action in the background and then something appears like Michael Myers. Final topic is mental health. In Halloween, it's shown that Michael is a rather disturbed young boy at the beginning of the film and kills his babysitter, and just always seemed to be very violent. And it either could be that he was born that way or there's some hidden past to why he acts that way. And it just, that breeds for a good killer. While in Psycho, it is scary behind what mental illnesses appear, that that Norman Bates has been so mentally traumatized by his past with his mother, father, and stepfather that he tried to become his mother so he could have a connection still and still act normal. And that was caused through the amount of stress that he endured and that he really didn't feel like he could do anything on his own. And now that it has been so long, he actually believes is his mother, even though she had died years ago. And that is creepy to me. That seems really disturbing, which made Psycho seem like a more enjoyable and well thought out movie compared to Halloween. They are both great movies. I enjoyed them both. I feel like Psycho was a little bit more well done, though. Mikael Myers is here. Adios.